Students, very good morning to everybody. Hope you are all staying safe in your homes. Today we are going to discuss about the lesson diversity in the living world, kingdom Animalia, and second phylum of this kingdom, that is Cnidaria or Coelenterata. Cnidaria, it is from Greek word "knit," which means knitted or sitting cells. This phylum evolved in the Proterozoic era. In the Proterozoic era, more than 600 million ago, more than 600 million years ago. Stinging nature of this phylum was first studied by Aristotle. It was studied by Aristotle, and he named them as Cnidae. Pesonel, in the year 1723, and Tremblay in 1744 proved them as animals. Then Hertzsprung, Hatschek, in the year 1888 delimited the phylum. He delimited the phylum and also called it Cnidaria. And Leucott, Leucott, in the year 1847 used the term Coelenterata. So it was Leucott who used the term Coelenterata for the phylum Cnidaria. This phylum includes about 9,000 species. So 9,000 species are there in this phylum Cnidaria or Coelenterata. Let's move to the general characters of this phylum. General characters, let's take first the habitat. All coelentrates, they are aquatic. That means all are aquatic, and mostly they are marine. Though a few are freshwater. For example, Hydra is an example of freshwater coelenterate, and they are solitary, living in isolation, or they are colonial. For example, Obelia is there, and mostly they are sedentary. For example, corals. That means they are fixed to the substratum. However, a few are free floating. For example, Physalia. Physalia is a free-floating cnidarian or cylindrate or FU are active swimmers. They are active swimmers. For example, Aurelia, Aurelia, Aurelia. Now, second body feature, second characteristic or general characteristic, that is the body form. So far as the body form of cylinder is concerned, body varies considerably. Cnidarians have basically two types of zooids or individuals. One we call as polyp, Polyp, polyp. They can be cylindrical to cup-shaped. For example, Hydra is an example. For example, Hydra or sea anemone. And second, Medusa, Medusa. They are umbrella shaped. For example, Aurelia, Aurelia. Polyp is sessile cylindrical structure with mouth and tentacles facing upwards. So we can say polyp, Polyp. Polyp is sessile cylindrical structure with mouth and tentacles facing upwards. And Medusa is a free swimming, or you can say free swimming zooid with mouth and tentacles downwards. With mouth and tentacles facing downwards. Many colonial cnidarians like Obelia are trimorphic. Obelia, they are trimorphic. Trimorphic means having three kinds of zooids. Having three kinds of zooids, which include polyps, blastostyles, and medusae, plural, and medusae. And some colonial cnidarians like Obelia, they are trimorphic. That means having three kinds of zooids: polypus, blastostyles, and medusa, or medusae, plural. Physalia is a cylindrate which is polymorphic. Polymorphic means with several types of zooids, yani many zooids, having several types of zooids. These include gastrozoids, autozoids, dactylozoids, DACTYLO, dactylozoids, gonozoids, siphonozoids, SIPHONO. This was about the second body form of Coelenterata or Cnidaria. Now, third characteristic, that's about symmetry. In Cnidaria or in Coelentrates, they are radially symmetrical, or we can say radial symmetry is seen there. They are radially symmetrical or radial symmetry is seen there. However, some sea anemones, they possess biradial symmetry. Some show bilateral symmetry as well. Bilateral symmetry is shown some Cnidarians, for example, Pennatula, Pennatula. Pennatula is a coelenterate which shows bilateral symmetry. That means, so far as symmetry is concerned, coelenterates have radial symmetry. Some sea anemones possess bilateral symmetry. Bilateral symmetry is shown by few forms, for example, Pennatula. Now, fourth general characteristic is about number of germ layers. Coelentrates are diploblastic animals. That is, they are derived from two embryonic germ layers, that is ectoderm and endoderm. Now move to fifth one, so far as level of organization. Coelentrates are the first multicellular animals from evolution point of view having tissue level of organization. So far as the level of organization is concerned, coelentrates are Cnidarians, they possess tissue level of organization. Now we have the body wall. It consists of two layers of cells. One is outer layer of cells, we call that epidermis, and the inner layer of cells is called as gastrodermis.